Hello, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. Today we'll be starting another new game, this time with the High Elves and the Ellyrion faction, and once again on hard with Battle Realism mode. This is the Ellyrion faction, and our capital, Tor Ellyr. We have two more settlements, one in Whitefire Tor, and then one over here in Eagle Gate, which is some kind of fortress settlement. I'm not exactly sure how that works. I don't know if we'll be getting into it today. One reason I chose this faction is because they are neighbors with some Dark Elves. So we'll have to make sure to keep that side of our empire guarded at all times. I hadn't noticed, but it seems like we also control the Unicorn Gate, which is another fortress settlement.
All set.
Gilgaglian is our lord, and he starts with 3 spearmen, 2 archers, and 1 knight. And one good thing about this faction is that you have a lot of options to begin with. I can also get in missile cavalry, which I think is always handy. So let's have some more spearmen, some more archers, and some missile cavalry. We also have a province commandment to set. The elves have banished corruption, which we don't have a problem with so far. Rally citizen militia, local recruitment capacity +1. Rebuild lost splendor, which is minus 10% for all building construction. Tribute to the Phoenix King, plus 4% from trade, and plus 3% from tax revenue. And then Reaver patrols, which decrease our movement range, but increase our chance of ambush success. Let's do tribute to the king. That will get some more money in. And speaking of money, I can already upgrade some of my buildings. We'll get an Elven Artisan building in Whitefire Tor, which will increase our income. But at the moment we don't have enough gold for a rally field, but we should after next turn. I can also get commandments in my fortress settlements. I don't see any reason not to do tribute to the king there as well. I can already upgrade the Unicorn Gate. Is growth restricted to the province because I can't upgrade any of my other settlements? It seems that way. I don't know if I want to spend 1,600 right now to get that. So I think this is a good place to end our turn. The Dark Elves over here have already lost Tor Soror to the Avalorn faction. So they have bigger problems than us right now. I'm still going to move my lord over this way though.
Where to?
And as I mentioned, I can get the rally field. I still have funds to upgrade Unicorn Gate, but I'm going to pass for now. I've garrisoned my lord in Whitefire Tor. Let's get some more troops in. I'm going to get another set of archers and then some more cavalry.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Now that the upgrade to my settlements are complete, I have new options in my recruitment menu. We have Lothran Sea Guard, which are missile and spear infantry, and then lightly armored archers. I think I'll just get a couple of these Sea Guard until I see what they do. And before we end our turn, we should check out the diplomacy menu.
A wise course.
I'll get some trading agreements in with the Elven factions.
Alariel's champion. Welcome. What brings you here? As you say.
I have new research available as well. Only military advancements 1 for now. And that's our turn. Alariel the Radiant has ended her military access pact with me, I'm not sure if that's a sign of bad things to come. Okay, we've completed our research. And that, of course, has unlocked new research. We can upgrade our spears, our missile cavalry, our archers, or we can get trumpeters, which will increase the speed of our entire army. I think that's a good place to start. And now that I'm floating some extra cash, I can upgrade the unicorn gate. Now, it would appear to me that I can get my troops over here to Evershale, although I made a similar mistake last game. With the garrison, however, they'll have a bigger army than I do, so that's probably not smart. Let's go ahead and end our turn. I'm going to get some more Sea Guard in. We are approaching our 20 stack limit for the army. I'm not sure what's happened here, but the Evershale army has disappeared off of the map. My only guess is that they're lying in wait to ambush the Ellyrion faction. I'm thinking maybe that gives me a chance to sneak over and attack the city while it's unprotected. It does have a very small garrison.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
Alright, here it goes. Declare war.
For the king! Araya, I will lead the Assa.
This is giving me a very kind of a 50-50 chance to win this fight, even though I have a much bigger army. What's going on? A little bit of sword infantry, some spear infantry. It doesn't look that tough.
The Assa follow strength.
Let's get in there. Looks like this fight will be just outside of the city. So that's good news for me. I don't have to worry about overcoming the walls. I'll take my missile cavalry, put them in skirmish mode, and put them kind of here in the woods. I'm going to take my basic troops and line them up kind of right here in the middle with the spears up front. And then I have my more elite troops with my lord behind them. And my shot cavalry I'll have to the left. So I am the attackers, which means that if they choose to sit back, I'm going to have to take the initiative eventually. And remember, we are in battle realism mode, so once I start the battle, I won't be able to pause or slow time. I'm feeling pretty confident about this. The game has me a little bit nervous, saying that I'm only about 60% favorites. Let's start the battle. They are going to advance on me. My missile cavalry has opened fire. They're going to return fire. I'm happy to let that play out for a minute. Their other troops are still advancing.
Understood.
Let's get these guys grouped up, our shot cavalry, so I don't have to fiddle with them later.
Loyal.
Our archers have opened fire. Seems like everything is going to plan so far. That is a lot of arrows. Some of their troops are already breaking. Alright, they've hit the line.
We will obey.
We will obey. Assa, forward!
I'm going to move these
Quickly
more
now.
elite troops out to the side.
Battle
Where's
ready.
my lord? Let's get him in the fight. At least
Tireless.
up to the front line.
Fall back.
Spearmen! Draw back! Kill them! It will be done.
I'll send my cavalry in. I'll get these guys to advance.
Move! Moving out without fail.
Everybody is pushing up.
Spearmen! Forward!
Can we get the cavalry into somebody else now? I think they've done a good job with that first group. And indeed, they'll smash into the second one. And we have victory. Alright, I think that's my first victory on hard. They lost 449 troops to our 74. The missile cavalry took some damage, but otherwise everybody looks okay.
The greater good has triumphed.
And that's a decisive victory. We get 468 gold and an enchanted item. And we've gained a rank. So all in all, that went well. Now what shall I do? Occupy, loot and occupy. Now the interesting thing about loot and occupy is this settlement is not in my province. It's in Avalorn's province. So would I kind of be sticking it to them to loot it because it will affect their public order as well. You gain wealth from looting, but buildings in the settlement are damaged. All captives are enslaved, and public order is greatly reduced. And your diplomatic relations with the previous owner will suffer greatly. I think it's worth the risk. And we've got ourselves a 5th settlement. Right unlocked, the invocation of Isha. The mother goddess, purity is her virtue. This right is now available. We haven't looked at rights too much. All armies are immune to attrition, and casualty replenishment rate is plus 8%. That's 2,000 gold, however. I don't think we need to do it now.
The city
now, what's going on in Evershell? These buildings still have to be repaired before we can do anything. Now, my question is, does that faction have... They have 4 more settlements. So it seems this war is not over. Do you want a trade agreement, Ellyrion?
The time is now.
Indeed she does. So it seems like our biggest issue is that they could attack the Unicorn Gate or Evershell. I think at the moment I would rather lose Evershell.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown. Of Elfone.
We can upgrade our Lord. He has the basic ones like Route Marcher and Inspiring Presence. But what is swordplay? It greatly increases his power in battle. So far, I don't think I've needed him for direct conflict. Although that might be good if he gets caught by himself. I think Inspiring Presence is the way to go first. Though I have to pay to repair these buildings that I looted. And I think that's the end of our turn. Now the question is, what are the Dark Elves going to do? No sign of them yet.
I'm ready.
If I want to upgrade my army, it's going to cost me more money because I don't have any local military buildings. Maybe instead of doing that, I should look to be getting a second lord. Although that would cost me 453 gold pieces per turn. Wow, I can already upgrade this unicorn gate to a level 3. That's almost all of my gold, however. Maybe we should hold off. Alright, let's end our turn. We've completed our research on trumpeters. Mission issued. Tear down the citadels. Raise or sack the following settlement. Tor Dranil. Where is that? Right up here. I'm already at war with them, so I'm not opposed to that. I still suspect, though, that the Dark Elves have to have some kind of army laying around here somewhere. And I'm hesitant to move too far away from Evershale. I'm going to move my army towards the Unicorn Gate. Maybe I'll regret leaving Evershale unprotected.
Garrisoning.
I do have new research available. I think the spear wall sounds pretty good. Plus 10% weapon strength for spearmen and sea guards. We have a lot of spears in the army. Oh, it seems that Gilgaglion has an upgrade available. Militia Master, Bowmaster, Cavalry Master, Vanguard Master, Sky Master, or Master Strategist. Let's go with the sword play. That way, we know he'll be more safe in battle. Okay, that's the end of our turn. Okay, let's get our lord into the Unicorn Gate.
Primed for action.
And we'll be close to attacking Tor Dranil next turn. End our turn. I can make it to Tor Dranil this turn, and they do seem to have a small garrison.
Defender of the Ever Queen.
So we'll continue the war
None
against
shall
the Dark
live.
Elves.
For the King!
A similar battle to last time. Once again, the battle is outside of the city. A much more hilly area this time. I've decided to set up my basic army over here on the hill. I have my elite troops behind them. To the left and in the middle, I have my missile cavalry. And to the hill on the right, I have my shot cavalry. So maybe I'm too far to the one side, but I do have overwhelming numbers. So this should play out okay. Let's start the battle. My missile cavalry is engaged. They're taking some damage, but it's not a problem so far. Their troops are continuing to advance. And here come the hail of arrows.
Spearmen! Acknowledge!
All right, let's get into the fight.
Understood!
Seems like a lot of their troops are already breaking.
Move! Apace! Ever vigilant! Tireless!
Ellyrion Reavers!
We'll take the shock cavalry and get them in here.
Swiftly!
A lot of their troops are broken already. We have the cavalry in here on their shields, but that should do a devastating job. These guys are breaking.
Ancestors!
More spears over here are wavering.
March!
The cavalry should finish them off. And I'm thinking we're about job done.
Ellyrion archers! Ellyrion Reavers!
Let's get the cavalry out of there. And we'll start advancing our
Asa,
infantry
move!
troops. I can't imagine this will take much longer.
Orders received. Loyal. To the fray! Spearmen, it will be done. Moving out!
Get our elite troops up as well.
Halt!
You guys halt. We don't need you following them to the ends of the earth. I think our missile cavalry has taken a beating. Maybe I waited too long to involve the rest of the army.
Lothern Seaguard! Death to all! Understood! It will be done!
I think what's really happened here is they've done a good job of remaining in skirmish mode. So they've done some damage without taking a whole lot themselves. But I still think the battle will be ours.
As you say.
Let's get all you guys.
We away!
Bum rush these guys. There we go. That's the end of the battle. Wrap it up. Decisive victory. Yeah, we lost 158, which is much more than last time.
Ulthuan triumphant!
$468 gold. And we gained another rank. What is this banner that we got? Razor Standard. Regiments or mobs that fly Razor Standard will slice through enemy armor and penetrate their opponents. Plus 10 armor piercing. There's no one group that I think should get that right now. Maybe I'll just give it to my lord.
Search out anything of value.
Let's loot this place again. Oh, for the mission I was supposed to raise or sack. Instead I occupied. So I've given up 1,200 gold. So that was kind of a silly mistake because that's more than I would have ended up with by looting it. But I do have a new settlement. So maybe on balance it's all the same. Let's see what's going on in
city is
Tordranil.
crumbling.
I need to repair it. But I'm getting a good amount of gold now. I'm up to 6,000. So I was thinking about getting a new lord, but the upkeep for that is going to be pretty ridiculous. So instead I think I'm going to upgrade my settlements.
Elven beauty.
Let's start over at Eagle Gate, because it's only level 1 still. And I can upgrade my lord again. Bowmaster will get me plus 8% ammunition for all my archer and sea guards. We're using plenty of arrows, so let's go ahead and get that. And I think I'm going to end the part there. So we've taken over 2 additional settlements, and we've hit the Dark Elves pretty hard. I'm waiting for the fallout, however. I guess we'll see what that is next time. For now, my name is Ty. I am your homicidal chauffeur. This has been Total War Warhammer 2. Like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and good night.